It's gonna be a long night. So I'm about to tune into one of my favorite political podcasts, Look Forward, and their election night coverage. So here we go.
States.
Right.
But Baltimore is so blue that it makes Maryland blue. But it's the same. Donald Trump is winning in Utah. What? Yo, it should not even be that close, by the way.
So
Like,
that's tune them down a little bit. So I'm working on a new race for my game of Stellaris. So my buddy Bromner, I'll put a link to the mod build that he gave me, sent me. Let me go to intermission so I can see clearly. So my buddy sent me a link to a collection of mods that he put together for Stellaris. So I figured I'd give it a shot. I got nothing better to do. So when I switch over to the gameplay, you'll see, of course, my beautiful face, because you never get enough of me. And I'll have some of the election reporting coverage up on the right hand side, and you'll see me as I react to whatever the hell is going to happen tonight. So far, a lot of stuff's too close to call. A lot of polling and stuff is still out. There have been a lot of updates regarding mail-in ballots and stuff that won't be counted until late this week. So I guess I'll be playing Stellaris for a while, other than sleep, work, and eating. But we'll see what goes on. So the general concept that I'm working on is a new human race, basically a expeditionary human force, kind of working out my own ideals and political beliefs and stuff like that. Do the best I can in Stellaris and doing stuff for Shiggles, of course. So off we go. And I'm gonna bring back up the wonderful Look Forward folks.
Right now, Florida is 94% of the way in, and Biden seems to be trailing by like 200 and something thousand votes. I don't know county to county, unfortunately. Nothing has flipped yet, which yeah, I mean, I think Florida is probably pretty solid with Biden, unless it's some sort of last minute craziness. But unfortunately, oh look, you guys came back.
Yeah, I finally made a drink choice based on how the night is going.
And
what did you get, Brad?
Knob Creek single barrel.
Okay, that means Brad is slightly concerned.
Yes,
but he's still feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it's not a celebratory drink. It's not a I need to drink a lot to not be angry. It's just I need to take the edge off a little bit. So
right, if Brad.
So my general idea is it's going to be a prosperous unification, because I'd like to see the world come together and venture forth into space. Let me be my hippie space commie self. All right. Let's see what else we got. I forget. Syncretic evolution. Second species forms on different parts. Yeah, no, not post-apocalyptic. I hope. Not a resource consolidation. No, we're out here on our own. We do this the hard way. Prosperous unification.
What is happening in Ohio?
No one knows yet.
No one knows. Yeah.
Okay, because there's some missing votes from Cleveland and Cincinnati and.
So, original ethics.
I had that in the cabinet. I didn't feel like treating myself that much.
Egalitarian must be democratic.
I tried to buy that today, and the store didn't have it. I was very
Utopian standards, faction influence.
I almost grabbed the smoke maple and was like, you know what? I don't feel good enough for that.
These are Knob Creek. I had bullet earlier tonight. I'm out of bullet.
Joshua, do yourself a favor. Yeah, now Creek Smoke Maple is it's like whiskey bacon.
You ever think that whiskey's great, but it's really missing maple syrup?
Just
Have I got news for you?
you like meat in your alcohol? Biden gets over 100. I'm opening the old Ripon. Well, fuck. Again, JTD is a rich person.
I mean, JTD, you're gonna open that bottle up in minus 22 minutes and counting. If you're just waiting for him to get over 100.
Yeah, I feel like you just want to drink. If Biden gets over 98, oh, I guess I'll just drink it now.
Oh, when polls close in California, it's time to open the.
Right, exactly. 20 minutes, right?
Me too, Shiloh. Me too. I've also thrown up a little bit on my mouth when I saw the Instagram.
Yeah, like I want to
that's
go.
the biggest thing
I want to go like a good people, but we're willing to defend ourselves. I do engineer, of course. So spaceships that go boom are really cool.
We were all feeling pretty bad. So, or 4 years ago, we were all feeling pretty bad.
Absolutely. I went to bed, I think, at 11 o'clock, and I was just like, fuck everyone. That was pretty much my attitude. My wife stayed up till, like, I think, like, 2 or 3 in the morning. I was like, I can't. I hate everyone in this country. Like, I'm so grossly disappointed in all of you.
I'm gonna take something to go to sleep because I'm not staying up all night. I'm gonna be in bed by 10 o'clock.
I mean, look, you're taking it right now.
Yeah, you're right.
What are you drinking?
Getting that,
Me, Jay?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
Wild turkey. I'm not switching to tequila unless we have good news. Like,
That's
unless,
Terrible.
I- hey. So, I look.
Oof. Yeah, here's what I'm not gonna do in a long haul
Yeah,
situation.
definitely not doing
That's a bad.
police state.
Tequila is my celebratory drink.
Wow.
So,
That is my cool. You had one. You're old. Go to bed.
oh, no, I got wait for the one.
See, come on.
What we got? Oh, Trump from Missouri. Let's see. Is ABC tracking?
So again, where we are
Okay.
right now is Trump has not flipped any.
Yo,
state
I'm like
that
legit.
Clinton.
Oh, MO.
And there's no
Missouri.
flips. The first person to flip a state, that is going to be what's a big deal. That's the big deal. Whether that's
Arizona.
North Carolina, whether that's Texas, whether that's Georgia, who knows? But states got to get flipped, you know. And right now, we are in the same place we were in 2016.
CBS News estimates that Arizona's going to go to Biden. They just estimated from going from toss-up to leaning Biden.
There you go. There you go. That's going to be the first one. And that's going to.
So it's looking like Arizona is going to be the first flip. So current
again,
one
like, if any of
is
your dumb friends
Biden leading
think for
by
some reason that the
200,000
electoral college
votes.
people- we are once again in a situation where probably 4 states, 3 of which are the same as last election, are going to be the states that are fucking deciding this thing.
Right. And it shouldn't be any.
Which is insane.
It's silly.
Did Susan Collins win?
Oh no, it's still too early to go.
Okay, because she's speaking.
She can speak all she wants.
What is she?
I'll be
Oh,
back.
okay.
Here we go. Forgot that I didn't have that up.
Yeah, she can
Sorry if
speak all
anyone
she
was
wants. They-
chatting
there's
with
no
me.
way
Let's see.
Yeah, she's gonna go.
So I've at least got the ethics put together. I'm probably gonna go for
Yeah, I mean, they're only
a
90%. That's not even.
machine intelligence for a democratic organization because voting it wouldn't be fun if I didn't do a democracy
Pennsylvania
tonight, would it?
continues to loom large in the electoral calculus, so it's worth revisiting Nick Field's article on how there was a pro GOP shift in voter registrations after last spring. I mean,
So
okay.
technocracy
But we've always said, like, especially with
does not have merchant
like
guilds.
Pennsylvania and states like that, that
Capital
are real
buildings
swing
replace
states, like, turnout
some
is-
administrators.
You just have to get
Yeah.
Some structures.
Um,
To maximize efficiency, the
I mean,
society is
to be
governed
fair,
in
like, this
accordance with the
election is
principles
gonna
of
put that-
science and rationality.
Yep. Yep.
but I also don't think no matter what happens,
Ooh,
that
I like that one.
you know the popular vote
No,
margin is going to be wider than the Clinton popular vote margin.
no,
Oh my
no.
God, so this
I
is-
need to do a
this is
fanatic
definitely
fire playthrough, but that is
election
not
related,
me.
There's a hospital here in the
system.
Bay Area that's prepared for a possible surge in cardiac patients
Sure.
tonight. They're expecting people to actually go into cardiac arrest
I get
because
that.
of the election night.
No, we're not doing
I'm
the
really
coordinate
hoping I'm not one of
system.
those people.
We're
I
not
mean,
doing
look, I
this
think you
crats.
drank enough alcohol to take that edge off.
Not doing that.
Good thing I
No
live
shadow
right next to a
council.
hospital.
Parliamentary system, and this society encourages
But yeah,
free and
it's-
lively
it's-
debate, occurring
This will
favor
be a
of the
good test
dominant
for
political
turnout being important.
factions
but even
can
if turnout is
prove
important,
to be quite
again,
advantageous.
you have the
That's
electoral
not actually
college.
6.
Right.
Factional influence gains plus
Until we can do
25.
something about that, and be
Hmm.
clear, doing something about that.
Could also
is
do nationalistic
make Texas a
zeal,
reliably blue state, and then that problem will solve itself.
Right.
idealistic foundation,
So-
functional architecture,
Nadia, I'm also with you. Is it Nadia or Nadia?
tyrant corner,
But I'm with you. My blood pressure has also been elevated
immigration.
for the last few days.
Yeah, I'm
Nadia,
probably
okay.
gonna do Free Haven.
I'm now curious. Let's check in on the old resting heart rate tonight to see how that's going
Soldiers are argus.
See how that's going tonight.
My
I think-
diabetes is all out of control today
look-
because of the stress.
it's
Yeah, let's do
it's
Free
been up
Haven.
since about noon today, so definitely been getting there.
Free Haven
gosh,
and
I'm-
technocracy.
my heart.
Six. Wait,
I think I am
what
actually.
can I
gonna choose-
picture? Hispanic world.
I'm
Merchant guilds,
disappointed that we
intelligence,
haven't gotten
registered.
like some sort of.
yet.
Yeah, I was hoping that we would get one of these battleground states already, but
Yeah,
no, not yet.
materialism.
Bob Wallace called Brandon Scott.
Oh, I have to have
to
Matan.
lead the mayoral race.
South,
Alright, so I can't do that one. Helps to read Beacon of Liberty.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought we knew this.
Liberty is individual freedoms are held the highest regard here. Monthly unity is plus 15.
What's the current COVID situation where everyone lives?
So we're gonna do Free Haven,
It's all shit, James,
Yeah.
and then
and it's only going to get worse as people are forced to be indoors more often. Yeah, holy shit! With 24% in the Baltimore mayoral race, Brandon Scott is up by 40 points.
Wow. Oh yeah, yeah. Easy. I picked the wrong time to leave
oh yeah,
Baltimore. I've been waiting for him to
the
become there
podcast
forever.
is a lot of the hosts are either from or
Gosh.
stationed in the
James,
Baltimore area.
So
538 is Colony, Illinois.
coronavirus here. Where I am, we just had like about 140 something new cases today in my county. So it's still spreading, but it's spreading slowly. So we're handling it as best as we can. And we've only had 2 new COVID hospitalizations, at least in my county. I'm not sure about the rest of the
I gotta
state,
pick one other one. I'm not gonna do merge guilds.
Did I miss anything?
No.
No.
Other than confirmed Illinois for Biden, but we already knew that.
And Dick Durbin won again. So
Again, that's not so nice. 1,000 years old.
So Maryland 7th, which we were talking about earlier tonight, Kwasi Mfume with 14% and currently leading Kim Klacik by 30 points.
Shocking news.
Yeah.
Good.
What am I gonna
Brandon Scott's
pick
gonna
up?
be mayor. Yeah.
What am I gonna
They've
pick
both
up?
already conceded, so.
Shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we'll do.
Good. Good for him.
I love him. Yeah, he's great.
Mystic Foundation.
Did Yitzi Schleifer win?
I don't even know what race that is.
That's my.
That's yours.
Man, Yitzi, come on.
Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at my my congressional district, the Maryland 2nd.
Where are you finding this?
I'm just googling. We're just seeing where.
So
we're
I got
at
a spiky ball under my
Mr.
desk that I'm working on.
Dutchenberg Rupersberger currently leading by about 25 points.
What, he is? Oh my God, I am so shocked.
He's been in Maryland.
He's been my representative forever.
Baltimore City Council District 5, Mr. Yitzi Schleifer, Isaac Yitzi Schleifer.
Let's see.
He's winning
my Twitch up
with
just in case.
90% of the votes.
Wow.
I don't know if people realize this. Yitzi Schleifer is a Orthodox Jewish gentleman, and my area is where all the Orthodox Jews are. So it's like him, Brandon Scott. They're like the young guns in like city council.
Yeah.
Like they roll together, and Brandon Scott was doing better in Yitzi Schleifer's district, my district, than Yitzi was. And again, Yitzi is winning with 90% of the vote.
Is Ryan Dorsey still in office?
I don't know who that is.
I think he was a representative from where you used to live.
Nah.
No, that was a lot of times.
No. That's what's her name? I can't remember. She was there. It's been a minute. Wow, Nick Mosby is destroying. He's winning with 82.2% of the vote for city council president.
Wow.
We won.
I saw folks on Baltimore Twitter saying how they wouldn't vote for him.
Yeah, those people don't vote. So that's
Yeah. Okay. So the Lake Montebello area.
Yeah, that's where I used to.
Is where I guess Dorsey is a councilman. Huh.
Come on.
District 3. Okay.
District 3. Yeah, Ryan Dorsey. Oh, I know Ryan Dorsey. Oh. Right, offline, I'll have to tell you a story. You guys want to hear a crazy story about a Baltimore politician?
Sure.
Yes.
Let me verify this is the guy, because I don't want to say something fucked up. Yeah, this is the dude with the fucked up teeth, right? Like at one point.
God, it's
I've
so
never
hard to
seen this
pick.
movie, so.
Too many of these. I don't know. I want to do Beacon of Freedom, Liberty if I'm already doing
sure that's
Free
him.
Haven.
I might have been at an art gallery opening, and I'm
Efficient bureaucracy. Sure,
he got all 5
capacity
votes
is.
in Nebraska. It's like 5 split electoral votes.
Yeah.
I guess he got them all.
Mhm.
I might have seen Ryan Dorsey buy weed.
Idealistic Foundation.
Like, let me rephrase that. I might have seen Ryan Dorsey buy drugs. I don't.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, it wasn't really allegedly. Like literally, somebody dropped something on the ground and he just put his foot on it and it was like slid it over. I was like, yo, and he was in the council. He was in city council. I was like, this dude is buying drugs. I didn't care. Like, whatever. Do your thing. He seems pretty dope. But yeah, Ryan Dorsey's a drug dealer. Allegedly. Sprinkle the allegedly. But I saw it.
Yeah, let's do Distinguished Admiralty. That's a little power gamey, but
I was like, yo, that's the most Baltimore shit ever. Like, he just got a
Democracy
like,
sure is an endless struggle.
Again, statewide, Mark Kelly is destroying Martha McSally. Guys, I'm gonna call it. Okay,
You're gonna
I feel like you're cursing if you call it now, though. That's the thing.
She's gonna gain 11 points, Brad.
I feel like you gotta wait until at least somebody makes a call.
All right.
Wait till one outlet makes a call.
All right, fine.
The Blorg are
not
very
Trafalgar
friendly
or whatever.
creatures.
Yeah, what's Rasmussen?
We will have equality,
Rasmussen
liberty,
says it.
and
Got
justice
it.
for all. Or so I...
The Blorg are very friendly creatures.
We will have equality,
Like I said,
Yeah,
that
we'll
would-
go
that
with
would
that
be
one.
and justice for all.
an
Or
important
so I've been told. Do not be afraid
Because
to
it gives- it
exercise
gives
your
you some
individual.
It'll just be
yeah,
the-
and Biden's not just winning it by a little bit. Like, he's doing really well there.
We'll do Earth
I
Federation
mean, at
because
this
I am
point,
petty
he's beating
scum.
Trump by 200,000 votes. That's pretty good, considering that Arizona, like, nobody votes. Like, it's just not that many people. It's not that many people voting.
Monica
Yeah,
O'Connell
Mark Kelly
beat
looks like he's holding ahead.
270 for one candidate. It's not going to be tonight.
No, it won't be.
It's not. It might be at the end of this week. Maybe.
Yeah, Friday.
God, what the hell is going on in
Nate
Maine?
Silver says Trump's lead is up 7 points in Ohio, but blue urban counties are underreported. So
There you go. I just wanted to end. Okay, so it is 11 o'clock East Coast time. Whatever. I
We're
don't.
about to get the West Coast polls. So.
yeah, with
How
yeah.
long do we want to stay before we give up? Just,
Let's at least wait till California closes and we get that California call just to put a little win in our sails.
yeah, that feels good.
You know,
I'm pretty nervous about California, guys.
get that.
Are you? Well, that look again. I
You
don't.
saw the DraftKings poll, didn't you? You saw that DraftKings poll where they had every state going through Trump except for Colorado.
Chris, I think tomorrow. I think tomorrow you might have a better sense of Pennsylvania, but I don't know this for
No, I don't think it will be. I mean, they already said that they're Philadelphia County by itself.
We'll go with that one. I like that field.
That are not going to be counted. And those are going to overwhelmingly be Democratic. To say nothing of much of the rest of the state. I do hope that folks in these states got the memo in terms of the alarm bells of them trying to fuck around with ballots that come in after today, and got their shit taken care of via drop.
Texas will. Sorry, Brad.
You're good.
Texas will probably get called to that. Probably. I don't see why not. Because it's like 90%. It's probably over. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, looks like Trump pulled ahead in Texas pretty
They're
strong.
trying not to get fucking caught like they did last.
Come on.
400K.
Where it was like, Clinton's got it until like 9:45. They're like, oh shit,
Oh,
we just joking.
turns out we didn't count. Fucking Austin.
The AP has Texas at 73% reported. Currently, Trump leads by about 400,000.
New York Times has it at 83%, and Trump is leading by about 400. I don't know what counties have or have not.
I think it's a one
You guys
dark skinned
excited
dude.
That James Comey.
No,
Biden
no. He could have. I forgot all about him until I saw his tweet earlier.
Yeah, then it pissed you off, didn't it?
Yes, I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, this is the time where you shouldn't be saying anything. Just vote for Biden and stay silent.
Pretty much. Yeah, I hadn't seen this picture from Brian and the fan group. The picture of like a dirty pillow. It's like, if your pillow looks like this, don't worry about Biden's stuff.
The Senate is. Nate Silver says the Senate is unlikely to flip for Democrats.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that's fucking unfortunate. Then the only goal here is to make sure that fucker is not here. If that happens, I don't know. Again, it's still pretty early as far as calling the Senate, in my opinion, just because you have so many underreported areas. But if I'm looking at Arizona is a definite, Maine is a maybe. I think North Carolina is a definite. So that's a definite 2, 1 impossible. 1, 2, 3. One of the Georgias I think is good, and then I don't know. So if Susan Collins loses, that gives you 4, but you only need 3. You need 3 in the presidency.
Well, no, you need 4 total because Doug Jones.
Oh yeah,
You need 4 pickups.
no. But you already have Hickenlooper. That's 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hickenlooper winning, Gideon winning, Cal Cunningham winning, and one of the Georgia races, likely Warnock.
Yeah, but do you get Cal Cunningham if Trump wins North Carolina?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'll go with CM.
No, I don't think North Carolina is a definite, but it's certainly a lead. Not to come.
Right. And the point is made. The point was made by
Damn. Wow. Jamie Harrison. I knew he lost, but
That's a big one. But it's only actually, if you look at the numbers, there's a difference of 200,000 people. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not as many. There you go. Warnock and Loeffler advanced to the run.
But see, Democrats are disadvantaged in Georgia.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
So, I mean, Lee Drutman makes the only point that we can take away from tonight. Like, in any other presidential democracy anywhere in the world, this would not be a close election.
no.
And the Senate would not be close. To that point as well. I don't know what you do about the Senate. Unfortunately, the Senate is what the Senate is. The only real way that you fix the Senate is by the Republicans taking massive Democrats. Like, that's really the only way that can fucking happen, is if California decides, all right, we'll take 3 million of our votes and distribute them around to these other red ass states.
Yeah. By the way, Jameson, I agree with you. That picture.
Yeah. But again, the EC only falls if it doesn't become advantageous for the Republicans to keep it around. So that means you've got to keep turning out no matter what the results of tonight is.
Right.
And that's all there is to it. Like you have to make it a disadvantage. And there's gains being made. I mean, Hillary Clinton lost Texas by 800,000 votes. Is not going to be that wide this year, no matter what happens. So.
Right. I mean, look, and that's what Joy Henry is talking about. Like, you have to build on those races. You can't just North Carolina Governor Cooper reelected. See, that doesn't bode well. It doesn't bode well for Cunningham.
No, that does. Cooper's Democrat.
Oh, is he a Cooper?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. But
it says DC federal judge has ordered a 12 p.m. hearing tomorrow about the USPS and its inability to sweep major mail processing centers in Pennsylvania and Michigan for potential missing ballots by a 3 p.m. deadline today.
Means nothing if they can't find them.
So.
Oh yeah, we're really mad. All right. There you go. From that California.
And there's California. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the end of their coverage. I might hang out till midnight.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, there goes Washington State too.
California, done. Not too close to call. Get out of here. 192. God. Should be 207. Come on. Help Joe Biden. Too close to call. Less than 400,000. God, Florida is such a nightmare.
But again, as Texas is getting bluer, Florida is only getting redder. So.
Yep. Too early to call. Too close to call.
Yeah, again, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia, you're not getting tonight. And Wisconsin, you're not getting tonight. So. And as it happens, those are gonna fucking matter again. Because, like I said, we couldn't get a flip in Florida. We couldn't get a But well, we don't know about North Carolina yet, but it's not looking as cool as it was earlier tonight.
I think Minnesota will flip Minnesota, or not flip, but I think we'll get Minnesota.
Sorry,
Andy,
just listening to
looking
the
at you.
rundown.
They'll get
Oh, I'm not worried about that. So.
Nevada is just not a real. It's not a real state.
Where are we going? Trump leads by 4 million votes to 40 million.
No, I'm
No.
not.
No. I mean, like, I think we all
I'm
knew, like,
tired drinking because
Yeah.
I just want. I like. It's 11 o'clock.
Let's see,
Right, and again, it's
slow breeder,
it's
slow
concern drinking
riders.
is probably more accurate. It's just
We're all
there's
some.
too much uncertainty.
Right.
There's just way too much uncertainty.
Yeah, I think I'll
it's
take
not
the
going to
unruly.
end tonight.
Growth from immigration plus settlement cost minus. I think it'd be cool
And
to take
again, the
nomadic.
Senate's even worse because we're gonna probably have 2 runoff
Cool.
elections, most likely. Now the good news is that if both elections go to a runoff and Democrats only need one, then I'm feeling.
There we go. Updated to 187.
What is this? North Carolina? They're talking about?
Pennsylvania. What the fuck? The county's 99% in with like 2,500 votes.
Yeah, dude.
How is that even a county?
That's Pennsylvania. Yeah. No. Yeah. Moving on, Steve.
What the
Go to
hell?
a real county. Nobody cares about 1,500 votes. I mean, maybe later. We super care about that. But come on.
And again, don't look at that statewide number and freak out because a shitload of mail ballots still have to be counted.
Yeah.
No.
Oh
It's-
shit.
And of course, it's the vast majority of Biden votes, or the vast majority of.
I got a 3-point positive trait. Army strength, that doesn't matter. Agrarian, food, ingenious.
So yeah, but like I said, I feel like we're at a standstill. I don't even know if North Carolina is going to come in tonight, just because again, the stuff we're waiting on is, some of the more populated centers. That Jameson said we're, last check a few minutes ago, we were 80%. At this point in 2016, Chris, it was done. It was done.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It was.
It was,
Mm,
So we're better off than that at least. But again, the problem here is that because of all the minutes.
sorry, I lost what deviance was.
All of you cucks who are scared to get a
Attractive, unruly. Unruly is fire sprawl from Pops.
Don't let it dominate you.
So I will say this, and again, don't anyone get your hopes up, and don't ever underestimate the Republican Party's ability to perform great acts of chicanery. But it's been pretty well established that states are allowed to make their own election law. So if stuff does try to get challenged in court, it's gonna be a tough ask for federal courts to overturn state laws, considering that there is really no such thing as a federal election law in terms of how votes are counted. And so again, we as we mentioned earlier in the night, several hours ago, judges don't like to be the ones that's making determinative outcomes.
All right, I think
Yeah, they don't want it.
talented natural engineers,
I would hope that most
nomadic, and
judges will
unruly.
err on the side of let the voters pick the president. Again, won't sign, seal, and deliver that. But if you're worried about legal challenges in terms of votes being counted,
Hey, what's up, people?
be concerned.
All
but don't
right,
be-
so let's go on. We're gonna keep a million city.
Shocking news.
And Washington as well.
Shocking news.
Like they called those straight away. So pretty much.
All right, I think we're ready to go.
192, MSNBC has Biden 182, which again means nothing because these are all things.
Right. Again, it's going to come down to Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and maybe Georgia at this point,
And maybe what?
and maybe Georgia. I'm not even.
And North Carolina.
I mean, look, if we get North Carolina, fantastic. The way it's trending, I'm not counting on that.
And we don't need North Carolina.
Correct.
Michigan, Wisconsin.
Boy, it's like we've traveled this road before, isn't it?
Yes. I think if they announce Florida for Trump is going to announce that he won. I think
That he won?
Yes, 100%. Because that's what put him over the top last time.
Welcome,
I think he's
Commissary
gonna
General. I am Veer. a
I'm inside the
prototype
barricaded
synthetic
White House.
intelligence
I would like to
developed
make an
under utmost
announcement.
secrecy by the
I
military.
think he will.
But again,
High
how
command
the
has
media
activated me to
reacts to
serve
that
as your
is
advisor
the
and
key
strategic
there. He's going to say
analyst.
what he's going to say, but you can
Right.
treat it like it's news or newsworthy, or you can treat it like
Yeah, it's been all
Yeah,
updates, so
President
we're
says
gonna
that-
Decision.
run that tutorial
Here's
back
the thing,
again.
Don't even carry that shit live.
no.
Don't.
Yeah.
You carry it live, you're only creating a bad situation. And of course, they care a lot about money.
Building a star empire can be a daunting
So just
task.
don't carry it live.
To help get things
Like,
started,
yeah, we
I
got a
will be
report,
providing
President
instructional
is saying,
missions that cover the basic
he
steps
won.
necessary. The
That's
technology
not
screen is where we will be
And just-
directing our research efforts. Technologies are categorized into three
That's
different
right,
fields,
Andy.
with
I
each
know
field
Texas,
typically
and
having
I know
3
there's
available
ain't
research
nothing good
options.
that's ever come from that filthy white trash honky state of Texas. That is
I don't know if it's like a good idea, but I do tend to like to lead off with
wow. Friday?
boosted, boosting overall power and pop growth speed.
I know we weren't expecting to get a call for the election tonight, but still, like,
It's open.
yeah.
Again, all I can recommend is just to not freak out.
So
Unless-
Fox News calls Florida for Trump, Brian.
I mean, here's the thing. It already looks like it was trending. You know, like according to the Guardian. Yeah, he needs Florida. He has to have Florida. But again, Florida is not as decisive as it is in 2016. Biden does not need Florida to win at all. If he had won Florida, that would have been great. But he does not need it. He doesn't need Florida, and he doesn't need Texas to win. So
The
just keep those in
situation log
mind when
displays a
those-
list of all
doesn't-
currently available special projects, archaeology sites,
He
and various
absolutely
other
needs
points of interest. New items will likely appear as we begin exploring the galaxy.
Okay.
Shout out to MSNBC for
Sorry.
actually having their correspondence in mass.
Yep.
Almost as if they take the shit seriously.
What's that?
It's almost like they take the shit seriously.
Crazy.
Again, JTD Michigan has about 4 million absentee ballots that need to get counted. So don't freak out yet.
JTD is too drunk on some old tub. Is that what he was drinking? He got from somebody's car.
Material survey
Never
system.
even heard of that.
Neighboring system surveyed.
Mining
So,
stations are
let
used.
us-
This is our science ship, which is used to survey
and what's
astronomical
the-
objects such as planets in a star system. A planet needs to be surveyed in order to make its resources visible.
We'll
So
see. We don't know. That's the thing, is we don't know how
we
many
need to
votes are
survey
outstanding
my own system
in
first. I always
Michigan, but
forget
we do know
this.
where they are, which is in mostly Democratic areas, which is good. But we don't know where those votes are,
Trinary
how
star
impactful
system.
those votes will be yet.
All right, let's look at my little corner of the galaxy. Natural choke points are here, here,
Yeah, I mean, look, I get that.
here.
I wish everything wasn't this close. It should be, but this country is.
So
No, it absolutely shouldn't be. Again, in any normal
let's
functional
start
democracy, it
here.
should not be. And we need to reckon with the fact that we don't have democracy right now in this country. Gerard asked, "What's the holdup in Texas?" Is that it's close and there's still mail ballots in the county. That's why
Survey
it's not.
system. There's
By the way,
totally
the Senate race between in Georgia, Loeffler had 28% of the vote, and Warnock had 29.6. Just a note. That's good to know. Main Senate race is still only 16%.
This is our construction ship, which is used to construct space stations. When an astronomical object, such as a planet, has been surveyed, we can order this ship to build a research station or a mining station to exploit any resources it may have.
I'm not banking on Iowa, but that wouldn't be bad. That'd be nice.
No, let's see.
This is our homeworld and the capital of our empire. The planet's summary screen, which we are currently looking at, provides an
And again, for
overview
people
of the
like, oh,
planet's
Biden's not going to Iowa.
important
Obama won
statistics
Iowa
and
twice,
allows
so
us to set a
it's
designation
certainly in
if
the realm of
desired,
possibility.
as well as the option to automate the planet.
Iowa's a funny state.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, polling mostly has Biden, Trump at a spread of 2 points in Iowa. But
Here we see a
50
breakdown of this
people have
planet's
Biden up by
population,
one just
divided into layers
yesterday.
or strata.
Who knows? My guess is it's a point or less than between liberal and Look, I got to tell you, man, I'm really super sick of the electoral college.
Me
I'm tired of.
This is our
I'm
system's
super tired
starbase.
of
These upgradable stations
states
mark star
that
system ownership
have far
and are
less,
most often tasked with
people in them.
producing
I mean,
all
look at
types
this.
of ships.
Talking about these counties with 245,000 people, like, or like that's crazy. Or 240. Why do these need to be what decides the vote?
Right.
Where are people? That's all I care about. Where are the bulk of people who actually get
The
affected?
ships
by
in
this
use within our
legislation?
empire are designed here. New hull sizes and components will
And
be
the problem
unlocked
is that
as we
there's
research
no-
new technologies.
There's no easy way to fix it.
Right.
There's a lot of solutions, but none that you can implement. Solution one is abolish the fucking thing, but again, that requires a constitutional amendment. You're not going to see that. Solution two is the interstate compact to take effect, but again, Republican-leaning states will not sign on to that unless their legislation's flip Democrat.
Right.
And their executive flips Democrat as well, which would probably not make them Republican states at that point. Again, anything you would change as far as representation, like if you take the Senate representation out of the Electoral College, that would definitely balance things out considerably more.
Right.
But
To
again, I'm
overcome
pretty
the
sure that would
vast
also
distances
require
that separate star
a
systems,
constitutional amendment
our
of some kind,
scientists have developed the
or
hyperdrive.
at the very least,
This
legislation
device
to pass on a
permits
federal
travel
level.
at speeds far exceeding that of light between systems
Statewide,
connected by
Iowa,
hyperlanes.
Greenfield over Joni Ernst. A little bit, 52%. Got a ways to go there.
Not bad. And again, Shiloh, to put in perspective, 100,000 people is the population of the Upper West Side of Manhattan.
Good
Not
Lord.
Manhattan, just the Upper West Side.
Just the West.
Wow.
Right. And that's the thing, is that there are so many, like, the problem with the Electoral College, as it pertains to the presidential election, is that it wastes so many votes, and not just Democratic votes either.
Right.
There are a ton of Republicans in California, like over 4 million Republicans every single presidential election, whose votes mean nothing outside of their districts, outside of their, like, local government. There's millions of Democrats or millions of Republicans in New York whose votes mean absolutely fucking nothing.
Military fleets
And
are
really
used to
wasted.
protect
They
our
also consider
emerging-
wasted votes. Every vote above what you need to win is technically a wasted vote as well. So
Knocking Joni Ernst out would be.
Let's call that 5.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the Electoral College is a holdover from slavery, right? It was to give slave states a better footing because simply they would not if they joined the union.
Right. It was literally a requirement, like it was literally saying that slave states in the South required to ratify the Constitution.
Yes.
Why the 3/5 clause existed. So that they
Right.
had representation for all the slaves that were.
Good night, Courtney.
Oh, so we got
Yep. Good night, Courtney.
Stone ship skins.
Yes,
the
I will
surface
be
is
playing.
serious.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not a lot.
It's
That's
quite
not a lot.
clear that
And even
ordinary.
guys like Madison, who people are like, oh, the father of the Electoral College. Like after he'd seen it in action for a couple cycles, he's like, yeah, we fucked up. Like we should have just gone with a straight popular vote.
Yeah, we should.
Wow.
And the other thing is too, like the Electoral College has never worked, ever worked the way that it was intended to work by the people that created it. The way that they wanted it to work is that people in their localities would vote for their electors. Like they would choose who their electors were for the Electoral College, and then those people exclusively would decide who becomes
One of our science ships has just surveyed a world that would make an
that is why that exists.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it's never worked that way.
Doesn't.
Never.
I also have ABC on, and they said 95% of the votes are in North Carolina, and Trump is leading 50 to 49.
That's gonna be a super. Tight.
Super tight, like razor thin.
Yeah, look, that's funny. Happy Jacks, that's perfect. Look, I mean, there's no argument outside of reality that getting rid of the Electoral College will make the country more democratic.
Yeah.
Republicans don't want to do that because they will lose. They have no chance of winning based on pushing the ideas that they have. Wow. Florida just passed a $15 minimum wage. That's amazing.
That's huge.
Awesome.
That's always wild.
and you
Between this year and
people need
last
to
year,
understand, if you
Florida
want things like
legalize or restore
legalization,
the
if you want things like that to happen on a
restored
federal level,
voting rights
it
for
must first
felons,
happen
and
on a
then vote
wide
for
basis
Trump,
on a state
and then at the same time
That's how you make those things
pass
happen. You're not
$15
just gonna get
minimum
the federal
wage, but may
government to
also
do that unless
still
it's
vote for Trump
supported
again
and
this
already
year.
instituted, quite frankly, by a wide variety of states. But no, but it's and again there are
Mississippi goes for
it's
Trump as
not-
well.
It's not, but it is. And I hesitate to use this term because this term is
By the way, I'm sorry, but Andy makes a perfect point.
Yeah.
We've helped dozens of countries establish democracies. We've never set up an electoral college in England.
right.
Yep. Andy, you nailed it on the head.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bert.
Like I said, I hesitate to use this term because this term is is a hypercharged term. But in terms of the presidential election, because that's the only thing that the Electoral College affects today, it's functional apartheid in a lot of states. Like there are tons of people in states everywhere whose vote literally makes no difference at all.
I don't have to vote for the president.
Right.
No, we're super blue. I do. I think it's important to say where you stand. But yeah, I could vote for Joe Jorgensen or some other nonsense because the state is reliably blue.
Right.
So why disenfranchise my vote every 4 years? It makes no sense.
In the Fleet Manager, we can create templates for our military
It doesn't make any
fleets.
sense.
As our
That
fleets
goes
grow in
double
size, these templates make it easier to quickly order replacements for any losses they may have sustained.
Like wherever, like those people should equally have a say.
The Leaders tab
And-
lets us
and
hire, dismiss,
just so,
and
like,
assign
people in the
idle
chat are like,
governors,
the DSA is
scientists,
freaking out today.
admirals, and
They're gonna
generals.
freak out. Like again, they are
Survey
going
complete.
to play with 2020 hindsight if somehow Trump wins re-election and criticize electing Biden. Look, the DSA seems to not understand that moderate Democrats exist in greater numbers than progressive Democrats. Like that's like you can ignore that reality all you want, but it doesn't change the fact that it is reality.
Apparently, Koesi Mfume has 73% of the vote.
Hey,
Kimberly
go
Classic
Kwesi.
26.7.
Whoops.
Oh,
Damn, and Fume might overtake AOC.
Cool. Speed walk your ass right up.
But that's the thing is that Rose Twitter and DSA and everything like that, like they still like they get very upset about this kind of shit. And again, the problem, like you can't just ignore the fact that these people exist, much in the same way that you can't ignore the fact that Republicans exist. Like you have to work around that.
Yeah. It's not
Again, Bernie didn't get not chosen because of some plot. He got less votes than Joe Biden did.
yeah, but all the people who are moderates all got together to vote for him, which is so wrong. But by the way, man, Elizabeth Warren sucks for not supporting Bernie Sanders. I will never understand that.
Well done.
Like you wanted them.
The first survey of a star system beyond our
They
own
just-
has
they-
been
they
completed.
came together.
We now have access to
That's all they
planetary
did.
data that the
Exactly
astronomers
what-
on our home world could only dream of a mere generation ago.
ooh,
Right,
that's
much
actually a
like
really good
Republicans
point.
win literally every election, and that's why they win more than they ought to.
Right. It's see, that's the problem, guys. You can't just work all independently and say fuck everyone else. It doesn't work like that.
And to be clear, like I want to be crystal clear. If Biden does lose, I am not blaming progressive Democrats the same way that I think that they deserve a share of the blame for 2016. I do believe.
I'm not. No, I wouldn't do that. 2016 was a completely different story.
Right.
They just were like, "Yo, I'm not voting." Yeah. No,
Fox-
this one is a close race. It just is.
Fox
Nothing
News is
up-
projecting that Joe Biden's going to win Arizona.
Hey,
Ooh, see, I'm glad
There
we
we
hung
go.
around. A little bit of a
said that.
box.
Fox
We
News.
may want to
Hey,
consider
I'm
building
putting
a
it on the
second
board.
science
Put it
ship.
on the board.
This would double the
But
speed
now-
at which we
now
can
I will allow
survey
you to
our
check out Mark
galactic
Kelly.
neighborhood.
Yes.
As-
Thank you, Brad. Final.
John Sarbanes won his race. Probably not a surprise.
Arizona. Boom. All right. That being said,
That would so again in a
I could just break out my Joe Biden fathead.
Dear
Yes,
God.
Arizona.
Yo, you are such a nerd. What's that?
I Tiara, I've said it on the
Why do you have that?
before. I've said it on
I
the
don't
podcast
know.
before. Jay is the AM radio DJ of the political podcast.
I am.
You're right. You are so right.
I don't have any music.
Go ahead.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
And,
I
and-
wish I had time to make aviators that I could have just brought up and like deal with, but I don't have.
I want to. I want
Joe's gonna join me for a little bit.
Arizona.
For a little
Arizona gives you room to slip in Wisconsin or Michigan,
bit. Yeah, that's right.
which is
Come on, Philadelphia.
Tomorrow. Look, I'm staying on for 30 more minutes and then I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably cover about the same.
Wow, still 66 of you in here, psychopaths. Yes.
so again. I feel like that our path to the Senate, if there is one, is Gary Peters wins re-election, and then it's 2 out of the 3 of Sarah Gideon, Cal Cunningham, and Teresa Green.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like that's it.
All right, let's go and
Is
resume
that
the
likely?
flow of
I don't know.
time.
I feel like that Sarah Gideon is the most likely of those, the way things stand right now. Who knows the Greenfield and Cal Cunningham? Like I said, North Carolina looks like it's going to come down to the wire. So I don't think we can predict anything there.
I agree, Brad. I also like ice cream. I think it's awesome.
You are a dork.
They had a Trump one. I was like, why? Why would I get that? Can I throw darts?
The
at it?
tradition screen displays the tradition trees available to our empire. A tradition tree must first be adopted before any
So yeah,
traditions
we'll
within
see.
it can be
Good. Him
unlocked.
getting Arizona is good. Take it off.
Yeah, I feel like I said. I do feel a sense of relief with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, cause I'm done drinking for the night, so I'm good. And knowing that we won't have an answer on Milwaukee or Philadelphia, Fulton,
Or
or
Michigan.
Well, they want to do
or yeah, or Michigan.
discovery.
So.
I'm hoping that a lot of those votes are Democratic votes, and that we will wake up with a Joe Biden win eventually.
Yeah, 2025. We'll find out.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we call it a night early because there's just not.
Yeah, we're. I think what we've seen now is what we're going to see tonight. Honestly, like I don't see, like, and NBC still hasn't called it yet for Arizona, so we're not. I mean,
have
but Fox
important
calling it is
information for you.
very. That's informative to me.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Arizona is a huge one. By the way.
yeah,
Ooh,
it's
that
enormous
is
win, and like I said,
a face.
it lets you breathe a sigh of relief because without it, Biden was going to have to run the table as far as the three that lost the big ones. So.
Ohio, Wisconsin, Michigan.
I keep forgetting about Ohio. Damn it, Jay. I keep forgetting
Yeah.
about Ohio. It's still
Well,
still
yeah, they're still counting Cincinnati and Cleveland, right?
Yes.
and Columbus too.
In Columbus. Okay. Where people are.
Yeah, Maine is looking good. Biden is now 6 points up. With well, it's only still 35% reporting. Still early. Still very early. Maine is a mess. 9 people up there. They're all rich. Yeah.
So the word on the street is that we should have a good idea about Wisconsin tomorrow morning.
Hey, well, welcome to the fun.
So again, if
Lord
Arizona's
Kanti-sama.
legit, if
Yo,
it's
I love your
for
name.
Arizona, for Biden, and we get Wisconsin, we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, so the
Yeah,
show I'm
because
listening
at
to is
this
a
point,
political podcast
that
called Look
puts-
Forward. They're
that-
doing
with
uh,
Arizona, that puts
they're
Biden
doing
at
their election night coverage. You have to forgive me. I'm getting kind of tired. I've been up like way
That's
too early
not
today.
bad. And that
Oh
keeps
my
Trump at
god! You know what the worst thing
148.
is? Like I know your name.
Oh, I was gonna say, but they haven't called Florida. But I'm looking at Fox. they've called
FLCL.
Florida.
Oh my god, my brain like just like kicked it back in.
So that's looking pretty good. I mean, obviously Texas is going to be huge for him. But
Well, I hope you're having a good night at least. But so I'm playing around on some Stellaris, just
you're not hearing it.
to kill the time. Some other places I posted about it.
Now, the
So
thing
my
is,
thing kind of
Trump said that
is
they're
I've
gonna-
always seemed to
they're
find
gonna
myself
try to work with
playing
us, basically.
what's it called, Paradox games.
Question is,
4 years
will that
ago it
work?
was Crusader
According
Kings,
to
and
the
I figured I want to go to
Pennsylvania
space this
AG,
time.
It will not, because that dude is ready for a fight, and I kind of love him for it. So
Credits
hashtag
as
that.
always. You time to consider. You can always know.
That guy's ready to take on the
Yeah,
president.
you
so I
got
like
it. Oh, thank you.
it.
Yeah, no, like, oh, for
Yeah, I
real.
don't think
Like,
we're gonna
I
know
knew the
much
name
different.
as soon as like I saw it, and then my brain just died. I've not watched like the original
because of
FLCL
that,
forever,
do
and I
not
definitely haven't
allow
watched the 2
yourself to
sequels yet.
Sucked into any fucking media stories that are going to be going on the next couple
As
days
long as
unless
you
they
need
are
consider
simply reporting results. for your sanity.
Chance accept.
Don't
what do I
don't
need?
tilt it.
Need 1500
Over the
energy.
next couple, like,
Skill
wait
3
till the
governor,
results come
blessed
in
by the goddess of fortune, joins your federation.
and react accordingly.
Yeah, I need time to consider. Humans will contact you again. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just never seem to find like a good time to look at
But yeah,
them.
like I said, I am a little disappointed with
Human
how
your
a
operations.
lot of the
Industrial enterprise and over the caravanserai caravan coalition. The stars our eyes catch below.
All right, 44% in
Kiss,
for
kiss, kiss.
Michigan, and Biden's a bit behind, but less than 200,000 or less than 300,000.
Should
but if
you
I'm
call
looking at-
us the caravans for caravan coalition? Greetings, caravansmen. The rust.
But
What
again, still
rust?
3.7 million.
That rust.
projected
Just
votes
scrape
to
it.
come in.
Scrape.
Yeah,
Good
he
as
was,
new.
he was basically the spread.
Can you
for
offer
Biden
us-
was 4.2.
Right.
I actually have money for this one.
Trafalgar group.
So you ever play Stellaris before, or know about any of the Paradox games?
Which was a complete malfunction.
Yeah, or
So,
Luminous,
Michigan is
or
probably pretty well safe. Yes, I agree with you. Detroit and Flint are heavily Democratic.
I mean, let's fucking hope so too, because if Gary Peters does not hold that Senate, that's going to be
300.
potential.
Oh no, they need food.
We shall see.
So,
Okay, I think that is it for us. It is 11:33.
so they're getting ready to go off. I'm gonna fade them out in a little bit.
Yeah. We've been at this for
So,
Fox News also said what we already knew, which was Mark Kelly.
hey, Mark Kelly
So-
won.
already made
The
that.
astronaut won his seat.
Did.
Come on now.
Could've made that one.
Anywho, so Paradox Games is pretty renowned for what they call, I don't know if you call it like a grand strategy or whatever, but it's like a political intrigue strategy game, but they're all real time. So what you tend to do is like you can pause and accelerate time to make stuff go around. A lot of it's spent in screens like this here, negotiating with aliens, or in the other games, other humans. So in this one, so one of the cool things you can do is with some mods for Paradox Games, you can literally start off with like a human society back in the Stone Age and advance them through different phases of human life until like you can just take the option to unify them and unify the entire Earth and move it forward into space. So like you can build your own race from game to game to game if you really want to. I'm just kind of dropping in at Stellaris with some mods. I'm not even really sure what all the mods I have on here right now are doing. I need to do a good job of checking them over. I want to give a shout out to one of my buddies on Steam and real life, Bosmer. He put together the mod package I'm running with right now.
Tiff, thank you very much.
But yeah, so that is Paradox Game basically. Let's let them go and give their
Stay calm.
outros.
Don't freak out. Don't overreact to everything you see coming out. Just chill out. Let the votes come in. Trust the states to do their jobs in counting them. Shout out to all the fucking
I got the
election
food.
workers, all the poll workers, all the people counting votes, everything like that, who are
Going
going to really be the ones saving
nice
the fucking
trade, buddy.
country if things end up.
Usual energy.
Going our
Alright.
way.
So we got unusual energy
It's fun
ratings,
stressing
level
with you too,
2.
James.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm about to go stress eat some cookies because I'm so
Can
nervous.
I send them? I'll send them back to it later.
you don't
I
have
still-
to
Yeah, I don't want to
stress
investigate
down
that right
some
now.
melatonin.
So just to wrap up, do both of you still feel good about Biden winning?
I feel less confident, but
Uh,
my confidence.
Yeah, it is
was
definitely
purposely
a
very
very.
So I had a
It's a
buffer
very
space.
dense
Again,
game.
I don't.
There's a
think he's
lot of
going to
levels that you can go
Via the
into.
market screen, we can buy
when the
and
votes
sell
are counted.
resources.
I don't.
So you have-
like it's worrying about
But if
how
enough
the
empires
Republican
establish
reaction.
contact, I expect they might form some sort of galactic market.
I have to admit, I'm a little sad for the people who thought that California was in play. Sad to tell them.
Oh wow.
Bit rough.
I think I
They
may
lost,
have
they
built
lost
2
Maryland, or
fleets.
they lost New York too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no, those are the
Double.
caravans that
Dang.
are in my space. Ooh, they are.
You did not
steep.
turn out for them the way that they thought it was going to. Swing
Wow. By the way, Philadelphia County Biden.
Caravan, sorry.
76% of the vote.
with again
They're
with,
moving the
200
red space
with
slowly.
250,000 votes that are still not been counted in absentee ballots.
No, early and absentee. No, estimated remaining almost 600,000.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Like that's just, and again, look at the number of precincts reporting on there. That's a third.
Alright, so we're good there. I got my second. No, that's the research
Yeah.
station.
So yeah, so like I said, I don't doubt at the end of the day that Biden is going
There's
to
my second science
have
ship.
more electoral
So
votes.
I'm
and he's
gonna
fucking
do
destroy
control. Let me go get 4.
what happened?
I need to reassign you.
So
to
yeah, I think
5.
I agree with you, Brad.
Then
I
let's
think we're
go
going
back
to see.
to 2.
I think you're going to see
Grab that new science ship, and
Biden
you are going
victory
to
as
go
far
on
as EC,
3.
as far as a popular vote. But the question
Uh-oh.
is it going to be substantial and
4, I
significant enough
mean,
that we don't have
did
to
I?
vote?
Yep, I
That
did.
I cannot say.
Let's go grab my other ship that I misassigned.
Trump hasn't announced that he won. It's that close. That tells you something.
All right,
Right?
so
Like,
let's go
because
back
that
out
guy
to the
wanted
map.
to, he wanted to get out there and be like, he wanted to have that little mini
Yeah, this
rally
is,
with him and his,
you can do
nerd
like
bot
shorter
friends in the
small
White
games
House
with this.
that's covered in detail
But
all. But the fact that he didn't
my preference is
tells
for
me that
doing bigger games like
he
this.
sees this
So
as
like
not
we're
being as
starting
clear
off
cut as well.
with
Right.
Earth, so their
Never-
little solar system,
I will say
and
that
then
Republicans
my
are
little
definitely
local
reading a little
group.
bit of the Psy release.
and this
They are,
is the
because they should have
entire
gotten
galaxy
Trump.
Yeah.
of
Like, they should have
explorable
lost-
star
I mean, they should
systems
have
and
lost
planets.
Florida handily.
And not to
because
mention,
maniacs.
you can then go down to the
They
level
should
of
have lost
interacting
North
with
Carolina.
each
They definitely
planet
should have
like
lost
this,
Lindsey Graham
where you
seat.
can
Like, they should have lost a lot.
assign individual
But this country is incredibly
seats and
polarized.
effects, manage the populations, and you can do this on every planet you control. Not to
but
mention star
That being
bases
said,
and
I
the
think,
fleets that
yes,
you
they
have
can
as
breathe
well.
a sigh of relief that they didn't
It's
get
my
blown
star
out.
base.
But
I've lost my
I don't
star
think you should
base.
have a sigh of relief as far as.
There's my star base.
I think you'd be crazy.
Yep, Soul Station.
But I think it's going to go to the courts. Like, they're going to have to fight it out in the courts. Like, that's 100% going to happen. And the Biden campaign needs to be diligent. They
Oh,
be
we need to put a
super
scientist in control of that. That is my bad.
It's an
Survey
interesting
speed.
thing. One of the counties looks like in
That is,
Pennsylvania, where Obama got 63% of the vote at 61,000 votes.
Mm-hmm.
Biden is only coming in at 53.6%, but he has the same amount of votes. So they are overperforming in all of these counties, which is really telling.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know what will happen after the race, but I feel
So
pretty
let's
confident
see. I'm honestly relearning this.
that
I started
Biden's
playing
gonna
this
win.
like
It's
months
just gonna be-
back,
it's gonna be
so
dragged out.
I am mostly like half
We
playing
don't
and
get the
half
like,
listening to
we
the
fucking
results
you're
and
fired
news.
tonight, but I think it'll be like
It's a night.
You're fired. Like
It's a distraction.
right?
You can leave
You
now.
want to consider
I get the
bonding
fuck out,
yourself and
but-
shit.
Because if that happens, I'm getting super lit on Friday.
There is not a
See.
silver lining for this situation. Like, it would have been nice to just have it done and
4.
dusted tonight. If there is one
Wait, did I have a leader on 3?
Good
I did not have a leader on
about
3. Wow.
having to drag it out a little bit, is that it does lessen the amount of time that Republicans have to do in lame duck bullshit.
And
that
cool
they're trying to
research
fight this shit
speed.
out.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
There's that.
Leading
The only
site
even
research.
modicum of silver lining.
538 still has Joe Biden winning 85% of the time. So
Okay, that's still pretty good because he was at 89%. So
Well, again,
That's
Arizona
all
helped
right.
that. Just to reiterate what Nate Silver said earlier tonight, if Arizona had gone to Trump, it would have had Trump 55%.
oh god.
That's how key Arizona was. 'Cause
Researcher.
again, if you force Biden to run the Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania state,
Search.
if that is
Oh, not to mention there is what's
all
this
right,
shit called?
11:40. I'm going down.
Maintaining and
I'm gonna go
assigning
down. One
personnel
last
to your
time.
stuff. Industrial research. Research
Wow.
speed. I'm going to give him that.
Wow.
You didn't vote for Joe Biden. You ain't black.
This is a lot of malarkey.
All right, that's it for us, guys.
All right,
We will
got that
see you
assigned.
guys. I don't know when our next episode is. We need time.
No, I mean, look, if I would say Friday if the election gets called, and
We'll jump on.
either way, we're gonna have to do an
All right,
emergency.
so I got a Starbase tutorial and
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. That was really
Good night, everyone.
It was a hot. It was a top line of like 81 or 82 of you, which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
All right, later, guys. I'm gonna end the meeting. Have a good one.
I
same trying to level up this Apex Valorant. Yo, I've been meaning to hop on Apex Legends. And while that's dropping off, let me go and give me a little music real quick. gonna stick around for 15 more minutes. Oh, let me actually go back over to the results. For Idaho. So the other thing is, so Fox News is already calling Arizona out as a Biden victory. Let's see. My bad. I usually have what's it called? Chat up on screen, but I don't have it right now. Is it in here? Next. Yeah. So my computer's old. I don't know if I could handle. Like I could play Apex on this computer. Like I can play Destiny, I can play Forza and stuff like that. I have a decent enough graphics card where it's possible to do, but I don't have like the processor horsepower to play both Apex and try to stream it. Like I'd have to either move over to a 2 PC deal to handle that sort of work, or do a major upgrade on my current computer. Like I'm still rocking a 3rd gen i7 processor, so 4 cores, 8 threads, and I think 16 gigs of 1632. I think it's only 16 gigs of RAM. So like playing this and having OBS up and running right now is a chore. My little computer is chugging its life out right now. Let's see. Mandate fulfilled by end of term. So one of the challenges I have to do is maintain a 20 up energy surplus throughout the next few months. And then I got a Starbase tutorial I'm supposed to be going through. We may want to consider building a second science ship. Situation log updated.
Means double
All right.
fun. Oh, I haven't been this excited since we completed the last assignment.
Yeah, so I've had the current computer that I'm on right now since I think when I'm 30 now. I built this computer when I was an undergrad in college. I built it initially to do CAD work because I was a CAD teaching assistant, was a computer aided design teaching assistant in engineering school. So I needed something that could like open up a bunch of CAD documents and not really sweat the small stuff. So my last upgrade to it was to put in a 2060 Super over the summer, and that was so I could handle editing 4K footage. So one of my other like pastimes on the side is I'm a photographer, videographer, and I needed something that could handle the footage off of. Wife got a new camera that shoot pretty decent 4K. She got a Fuji X-T4. Most of my photography stuff I do is on the camera I'm using right now as my webcam, which is my Canon 60 Mark 1. So yeah, I have this computer set up for editing. I can game on it, or I can edit on it, and if like the game's light enough I can stream with it, but I can't do both on anything bigger, because like I've tried, if you look at like my archives, I've attempted to do Forza Horizon 4 streams off of the PC, and it just chugs because like the game just can't like the processor that's in it. I have a Intel 3770K in here, and like it was good for its time, but now it's just woefully outclassed by even like i5s. So I'm planning an upgrade. Gotta be a reasonable adult, so I gotta like buy other stuff and take care of a house, and I'm married as well, so we have to walk a fine balance of what I can do. I don't know, maybe I'll set up a Patreon to see if y'all kind folks out there that like to occasionally drop in would be willing to help me out, but I'm not asking unless y'all are willing to do it. But no. All right. Sorry, let's see what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. Oh yeah, that was your last message about just building your computer. But yeah, like I'm excited. Like I love like building computers and doing that sort of tech stuff. But it's been years since I built a new one. The most I really did was we had to do a bunch of upgrade stuff on the other computers around the house. So like this machine is like a Frankenstein of like 4 old computers in this house. It's not pretty. It's in like an old Cooler Master half 922. Yeah, so I actually got cameras because like I was interested in getting into photography. My wife wanted to hop in with me too, and she's started doing some YouTube stuff on the side. And yeah, like YouTube streaming, gaming's kind of like what I do for fun and to unwind. Like part of it is like the tech side of it. I like the technology, I like the videography, I like the art of the production and all that stuff. And then not to mention like it gives me an excuse to get back into computers like super hard. So I've been stalking out what my next upgrade's gonna be. And like just trying to plan what I'm doing with the hardware I have on hand, because like my 3770 is still really good, but what I'm probably gonna do is retire this with the 2060 in it, and have this just be like a render box or just a giant NAS. And I haven't really figured out what I want to do with it, but I think like the 3770 by itself, like if it's not being loaded up to do gameplay, it could feasibly serve as my stream PC. I just gotta figure out like what to do with it. I don't know. That and like old like mid ATX cases have like all of the 3.5 inch drive bays in it, so it like gives me plenty of room to work with it. Yeah, so I'm debating. I think like my next purchase may like doing a desktop upgrade, because like if I did a meaningful desktop upgrade, it would be a main board where I need to get a new motherboard, processor, and RAM. I actually already have like all the drives and stuff and the GPU to kind of just drop into it and make it work. I could go for sort of a mid-grade. I think I could wait for like availability to come through and go for like a 5600X processor from AMD. That would like kick some major ass on like my upgrade pipeline. Or I could get a 4000 series AMD laptop. I was looking at the new AMD GPU releases. They sound really promising, but my biggest issue is I use the NVIDIA broadcast suite to do a bunch of stuff. So moving away from that would change a lot of my pipeline. And right now AMD doesn't have anything that does that. So like I do a lot of my video encoding and stream encoding using NVENC, which AMD doesn't have an answer for at the same quality. While like an AMD build would be great for gaming, it wouldn't be great for the production side of everything, if that makes sense. Like you could do an AMD processor, but doing an AMD GPU doesn't make a lot of sense if you're relying on NVENC or any other sort of hardware encoding. But like that's a whole nother rabbit hole. I don't know if you're even interested in going that far down on that stuff, but it's just the type of nerdy stuff I get into, because I've been like diving through videos and articles and in Discord channels trying to figure all this shit out. All right. So Starbase work is my next tutorial step. Actually, let me see double times. Got that.
Begun exploring our neighboring stars, it might be time to extend our reach. A starbase can be built around stars in surveyed systems to expand our borders, allowing us to claim new regions of space.
Yeah, sorry if I like dove way into the deep end on it with you. If you haven't checked them out, if streaming or any sort of like online content production is something you're interested in, I've spent hours looking at videos by like Epos Vox, and Epos Vox is like a little bit high level and very in depth with their research. it may be a hard jumping in point. Sort of a good way to dip your toe is Harris Heller of Alpha Gaming and Guy Leveled. I can never say his name right. Dude's French. He's really cool. I just like suck at pronouncing things that aren't English. I can barely speak my own language. They're really good to get into it. The encoding thing, that is a very niche side of it. Like a lot of times you can really just get in there and just say like, hey, these are like, what are you trying to stream? And they'll help you figure out your settings for it. There's like an umpteen million articles to tell you like, what are your best stream settings? Because I have limited hardware, I had to like figure out as much of this as I could to squeeze all the performance out of my hardware. So yeah, we're getting there. Like I'll have like a monster build soon enough, and I won't be worrying about a single thing with it. Yeah, so we're over here on this next tutorial step. With future technology, star bases can be upgraded and produce ships of other resources. For now, the main benefit lies in extending your borders, as we can build research and mining bases to explorers. All updated. Oh yeah, but if you do have any other questions, like I recommend you go check those guys out, but always feel welcome to like shoot me a question. I got a Facebook page as well, same name. Drop me any questions you have there about like streaming technology, setup stuff. I'm happy to like help provide a little bit of like one-on-one assistance in determining like, well, what do I need to get started and so on and so forth. I definitely do have kind of overkill camera equipment for like this type of thing, but I had it on hand because I was already working as like I guess I was a paid photographer, so yeah. Most of my gear is already paid for. It badly need, like most of the other things I have, it all badly needs to be updated. But lenses and optics do most of the work here, because like for like my face cam that you see right now, that's down at like 720p. But like it works, it's at 24 frames per second, so you get like really cool. Actually, I don't remember, I may need to switch that back up because I can't remember if it's at 30. Going down rabbit holes again. But yeah, if you have any questions about that kind of stuff, feel free to like drop anything in the chat. Like my stuff's old, but I know about all the new stuff. I just don't have like the capital to drop it into the new shiny stuff yet. All right, so we can expand our borders by constructing star bases in orbit around alien suns, blah blah blah. Excuse me. All right, so I've already ordered my construction ship. Let's see. 5. Is it just resting? Oh no, it's in route. It's just paused. All right, so we're gonna unpause and let that go take care of that. So that's working. I have that. I'm waiting on her to finish surveying Bernard's star. Do I have it? No, I spent the energy. Shit. All right, yeah, I can't do it. I want to do it, but I can't. Sorry, buddy.
The victory screen lists certain conditions that we can strive to fulfill to ensure that the legacy of our star nation will endure for as long as there is intelligent life in the galaxy.
Yeah, Harris Heller is a really good way to get started on it. He does a lot of pretty high level equipment reviews and descriptions on it. God, I forget a video. I think like honestly, like if you go back and look at some of his like system build videos, he does a really good job of kind of explaining some of those ideas. I think like building a budget stream PC in 2020 is one of his newest videos where he kind of goes into the concepts of like what you're looking for in hardware. It's like whatever one he starts off with, like the cups, with like the 2 cups of explaining like your CPU does this and your GPU does this, and like that's kind of like the basic idea of like you're just trying to balance your system to put out what it needs. Let's see. All right, so we're done here. I think that's 3. Yeah, that's
Survey
3.
complete.
3 is complete. Let's check. I was sending survey ship 4. Survey ship 4 had not been tasked. So I'm gonna send 3. I think I can do survey system and survey system. Cool, I can set that queue. Then see, I'm slowly remembering how this game works. So in order to build a queue, you shift right click and assign command. This thing is gonna just get my PC stream working. There we go. Yeah, definitely. Like a big part of it is like just fucking do the shit. Like if you like just pick it up and get started, that's a really good way of just kind of getting the experience. Like that's how I started here as well. Like I didn't even know fully how to do it. The camera pipeline I wanted to use wasn't working the way I needed it to. But like I found a bunch of tutorials online and kind of worked my way around it, and here I am. I've been kind of streaming semi-regularly since June, I think. I gotta like go through and edit a bunch of like my earlier gaming videos because I do kind of a weekly gaming podcast thing with a bunch of my friends where we talk about Gundam and anime stuff. I think we're taking a week off. One, it's like the first time we've taken a week off.
Complete.
Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so we got that colony set up. Not colony, excuse me. Let's go down. Oops, that's
As you can see on the
4.
galaxy map, the borders of our empire have expanded to include the system where we built our new starbase.
Yeah.
We should now be ready to extend our great civilization to a second world. This will require the construction of a colony ship.
All right. Let's see, build ship, and we do not have the resources to build a colony ship yet. Let's check. Building a colony ship, anomalies need researching. I'm sorry if I sound really stuffed up because I am. Don't know why I can barely breathe right now. But yeah, like a lot of this is like just kind of just do the shit. 5 map, that's easier to assign. Build me mining stations. So we don't release the podcast outside of Twitch and YouTube right now. So if you look down through some of my videos, you'll see some stuff that's like labeled NMRN. I'll like type it in chat because it'll be a little easier to so anything that you see that's like labeled NMRN, so it stands for New Mobile Report Noir. It's a bunch of me and my buddies from college. We talk about I play a game called Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare, which like adds in weekly new units and stuff like that from all over the extended Gundam franchise. So it gives us an excuse to kind of go from topic to topic. So it's a lot of fun. I like the mobile game. It's like one of my biggest time sucks just in general. You should subscribe. You might catch me do it live. We tend to do it Wednesdays around Wednesdays at 8. I think that's on our schedule right now. Excuse me. All right, I think I'm gonna finish up 1 or 2 more taskers I had out right now for these sets, and then I think I might be calling it a night. So explain kind of what's going to be going on, at least in the next few phases of this game. One of the things you want to look to do is, from a strategic standpoint, is securing choke points, because you don't want an adversary to kind of be able to move into your space that you can't control. So some of the natural choke points that I have right now are right here at Bernard Star. There appears to be another one to like my galactic north here, which blocks off that. And then finally closing off my local group would be settling in here. Well, I'm sending this exploration ship to go through here to finish that route, and then this one to go through here. I'll probably close up and then finish researching this area. Construction ship completes that. They've been assigned. Survey resulted in an anomaly. No, I still only have the one, but 3 is level. They're both still level 1, so I'm gonna wait to reassign them to an anomaly for a bit. Let's pop back down to the home world. My energy economy is doing well. Lord Conti, you get all that? Yeah. So I'm leaving my military fleet relatively weak. Well, I'm not leaving it weak, but it's what I got right now. That's gonna stay out deployed with my construction ship while I wait for. I think I actually got. Do I have the? Nope. Still need. Oh, it's gonna be a while. Need 50 more. I forget what it's called. Whatever that material is. I need 50 more in order to go on and build me my colony ship. So what I can also do is accelerate time.
Complete.
Oh. So that's already done. Let's grab my construction ship. 4, 5. There's nothing left to build there. I don't want to overexpand too soon right now. Hey, that's what's up. Nah, one of the hosts on the show is really trying to get me to play Gundam Battle Operations as well. I mostly haven't played it because I don't play on my PlayStation 4 that often. So maybe next time I like fire my PS4, I might like look into jumping into it. But I think I'm going to call my strike team back home. Tell them to RTB. Turn. Yep. RTB. You obviously like FLCL. Do you have any other anime that you're a big fan of? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, everything I've seen about it looks like hella dope. Like I want to pick again. It's like I'm on like that long list of stuff I want to pick up. I also play Destiny, so I need to. SS. Oh no, no. Oh. All right. Gertrude Meyer. Oh, they ranked up. Cool. I can assign them. Gertrude Meyer. Sorry, I'll get back to you in 1 second. I gotta change scientist. Gertrude. Can I like shift? Research. All right, whatever. All right. Bruh, I watch so much anime, it's ridiculous. Yo, when I can, I do. I'm honestly probably a week behind all my anime stuff. I had like a bunch of plans this weekend, so I haven't even been able to watch anything. I might try to get up and watch a little bit tomorrow before I have to go to work, but we'll see what happens. All right, so here's a quick rundown of everything we have going on. So I have, let's see, let's find Miss Gertrude. I have Gertrude. Cool, it looks like I did what I wanted. I have Gertrude completing a survey route and then returning back to Bernard Star to conduct a what's the magic word I'm looking for? Research into anomaly that was an anomaly that was found. I'm currently constructing a colony ship here. Once that colony ship is done, I'm going to be sending it off to Cirrus, which has a big, juicy planet waiting for me. As well as I have my other exploration ships off, checking out everything else. So, I honestly think this is going to be where I draw my line for the night, because I am ass tired. Yeah, based on... There it goes, finally got called. Based on a lot of stuff that was being talked about today, let me clear it up. A number of the swing states are unlikely to be called either way for the end of the week. So just stay smart. Y'all know what's going on. A lot of the mail-in voting is going to take a while to count by hand. There have been some glitches and shit like that. If folks try to declare victory without the races at least feasibly confirmed, like, don't believe the shit. Like, it's that easy. Like, good news is turnout was high. People acted and executed their civic duties and all that shit. So I'm going to actually save my game. New Earth Feds. And we're gonna hit save on that. And we are going to transition away and exit to the desktop. Also, can you go to war in this? Oh, yes, you can absolutely go to war in Stellaris. I have to run into some of my less friendly neighbors. Part of it is building up a big military fleet. It'll be a little bit before like I show off anything fancy in this game, because like I'm still learning a lot of this myself. If I can make another YouTuber streamer recommendation, A-Spec. A-Spec has some of the best Stellaris content out there. Let's see. Sorry, anime thing. The only thing I'm behind on is season 2 of Fire Force because it was so good I waited to binge it at the end. I never got past episode 3 of Fire Force. Like, it's not out of any want or dislike of the series or anything. I just like literally just there's so much other stuff going on. Like, I just didn't get into Fire. I am doing a rewatch of One Piece. I started off from the very beginning of One Piece, and I just now finished. No, I haven't even finished Little Garden. I'm still on Little Garden, the island with the giant Vikings fighting each other. I haven't even broke episode 100 yet. Like, I'm on like a damn near logarithmic scale with this show, but I'm gonna at least get to episode 100 of One Piece. Then I'm probably gonna watch Fire Force. And then after I catch up on Fire Force, this is my shonen hype train list. But once I catch up on Fire Force, I'm then gonna watch Black Clover, which is like a bunch of my friends telling me to do. No, I don't think there's a way like you can anime like one of the short seasonal ones, and I'm frankly behind all those too. I have weird anime tastes. I might get on like Saturday. My goal is like to have like my Saturday morning racing stream and stuff like that be about talking about anime and stuff like that too. I call it Saturday Morning Tunes. Yeah, because I'm creative like that. But Hey, Lord Conti, thank you for dropping by and hanging out and chatting. Hope things work out for you. Hope you have a good night, buddy. Feel free to follow me. That'd be dope. And we can talk anime stuff another time. All right. But hey, have a good night. It is past midnight here on the East Coast, and I am going to go crash. I still got work in the morning, despite my best efforts to get away from it. Y'all take care now.
Perhaps there was an age where people dreamed of the possibilities in the outer space.
With high expectations, human beings leave Earth.
To outer space! Every one of us!
This is a pretty large-scale operation.
Right, but it'll be dangerous.
So what? That's never stopped us before.
Right, but it'll be dangerous.
Commence operation!
We'll commence operations in 7 minutes.
0909. Proceed to R2D.
Power levels to maximum!
Understood. Second unit, stand by for orders.
Head straight for the atmosphere!
We all have to make it up to space! Be patient.
Tactics level cleared. Continuing on strategic.
As requested, you are now connected to outer space.
Never forget how beautiful the Earth looks from afar.
Outer space. It's so quiet. The remaining frontier is outer space.
Will you please come with me?
Where to?
Outer space.
I hope I'm not too late. I wonder how long I'll be able to see the moon like this.
The majority of people living in space are either technicians or laborers.
All right, take her up. Yeah, that's it. Keep her going.
All areas functioning.
Looks like we won't have any interference this time.
The shuttle will soon enter the atmosphere. Please be sure to fasten your seatbelt and remain seated.
We're ready to enter the atmosphere.
Next time we go out to space, how about leaving yourself a little bit of free time?
Talented people are capable of understanding us.